Alrighty, we just had an order delivered today. We tried to make it out of the house. Didn't work. If you've been here for a while, let me know if you remember Millie always playing with the grocery bags when we lived in Colorado. I just had like a mental flashback of that. But I did Target because there was a sale on their diapers. You got $10 back if you spent over $50. So we took all we could get with that. So we grabbed 2 of those, and then we have like a regular person that delivers to our area, and she's like a young girl, and she's super sweet and very helpful. So I chose that and paid the $10 extra plus tip just because I found some deals. So we have stew meat, $13.99 for that, which isn't terrible. It's 1.5 pounds. Honestly, we should probably get 2 pounds, but we're going to make it last. Whenever I'm like running low on meat in a dish, I'm always adding like beans or potatoes or whatnot. So I'll probably add white beans to this and do a beef stew just to bulk it up. And you could even serve it on top of another starch if you want to, but you don't have to. Got some grass-fed ground beef. I was going to say ground-fed beef. We got some tortillas, just a 20 count of these tortillas so I can make a burrito for my husband's lunch. He enjoys those flour tortillas. I love this. The Serrano sea salt siete chips are really good. We got some organic bananas, organic tortilla chips, Good Culture. This is all I could find. If you know, you know. Good Culture. Haven't been able to find a lot of it, so we got the low fat. And then I got some chicken broth. We have some Nature's Own bread for the husband and some beef stick minis. So I really like these, and they do have celery powder in here, and I'm not going to sit down and talk about that. That's the new, I'm not going to say health craze, but derived celery powder, where it's from, if it converts into a nitrate. So when something says nitrate free, I'm just like, does that mean anything at this point? So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. I have carrots under there. I have regular green beans. They did not have organic. Chili beans, pinto beans, Annie's All-Stars. We are trying it because they were on sale, and the ingredients aren't terrible. Only thing I'm seeing in there is citric acid, so you really have to be careful about where that's derived, but we're going to go for it. Maybe a quick, easy night of food that the kids will enjoy. We got some organic strawberries and some organic cucumbers. And then Mace is in 6 to 9 pants. He's a big guy now. So I just got a 3-pack. That was also part of the reason I did Target, just because they were super cheap. I grabbed those, and I got some green beans and some organic tomato sauce. I ended up getting some Annie's macaroni and cheddar. The 4-pack was cheaper to get it like that instead of singled. And then I got some charcuterie bites here. There's olives, pepperoni, and Gouda. They're really yummy to just have in the school pickup line just in case Y's hungry or I want to eat it. We have some Colby Jack cheese sticks and mild cheddar. The Purdue Organic Simply Smart gluten-free chicken tenders, and then organic galas were $3, and the organic Honey Crisp were $7. So I love Honey Crisp, but I can't afford them right now, so that's what we got. I'm going to sit down and put together a little list. This is going to be budget-friendly meals, but they're also going to be quick. We are starting up baseball again, which is crazy to me. And, you know, they go hard here in Pennsylvania when it comes to baseball, so we are going to be out of the house quite a bit, so we'll see how I survive that. But my son always loves baseball, so that's what we're doing. I also got some Spindrift, and I think that's it. So we'll see you soon, huh? Yeah! All right, the end of that day took a detour, but this is what we had for dinner. It's just venison, fusilli noodles, some green beans, heavy cream, and beef broth. It's like a stroganoff, if you will. Sorry, we have a grunting baby during the voiceover. And then the next night we did that stew meat. So I just did like a beef stew because the snow is coming. I did some canned potatoes, which were on sale for like 50 cents. I had some carrots in there, onions, and some of that 1.5 pound stew meat, as well as some homemade bread. And yeah, it was really good. And then we ended up going to the store, and I'll chat with you about all that in a minute here.
That's what dogs do. Those are teeny cans.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't do this.
Alrighty, hello. It is the next day, and I am it's 2 days from that, and I'm realizing that it's not going to be enough food. So we actually just got back from Sharp Shopper. I realized this morning, and we spent $40. So in total, this week we spent 110. Well, a little bit more because of the diapers. So I mean, that's why I'm subtracting 110 on food for us, and I want to try and make it last 2 weeks, but we'll see. So I went to Sharp Shopper. I took $40 with me, and I feel like I got some good things, but I did get some convenience things for the boys. Literally, it's the boys that eat like the frozen pizzas and everything. And honestly, I'm at capacity of what I can make from scratch. So there's my 80-20 coming in. If you're new here, we do things pretty balanced. So I try my best. I try my hardest to, eat clean and read every single ingredient. But then also it's not a new thing because I've always known this. Now I'm like, well, what company owns this? Like, are they greenwashing this? What if this ingredient, isn't worth it? Because honestly, both sides, not politically, but both sides, healthy and unhealthy, are still bought. You know what I mean? So like, you could find the cleanest product ever, but it's still like a processed product, and it's still under that umbrella, and it's still owned by BlackRock. If you're new here, sorry about this rant, but this is how I am. So, like buying local, for me at least, we're in rural Pennsylvania, I can do that and know that farmer grew that, or that farmer raised that meat. Some of the Amish, I do have to, be eyes opened with, because they go up to market sometimes and they buy things from larger entities in like Philly and whatnot. So I don't know. That's where my head's at. And the girls and I just got back. We took Mace too, so the cart setup and situation is a little tricky, but we got a bunch of stuff. I didn't really get out and do a haul just because the baby was crying, but we got the classics, and then I did find some wheat berries, and I have a flour mill, but I wanted to try a non-electric, just the ones that attach to your countertop and then you crank it. So I don't know. I'm gonna go for that, and then I'm gonna walk you through the meal plan right now. I've been getting comments recently because the video kind of went like viral in my book. Like, it had thousands of views, so yay. But someone said, I know all of you are going to tell me to ignore it, but someone said that I ramble too much and my voice is insufferable. And my poor husband, that was a good one. So thanks for that. I didn't block you, so if you're going to comment again, come at me. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just, this is my channel and this is me. I guess it draws some people in, but then other people have the time to sit there and say something negative. So I'll tell you what I told my kinders. If you have nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself. But anyways, and also it's not all about you. Other people may like it. So here I am rambling, and I'm going to ramble about my meal plan. And I feel like we're keeping it pretty simple. We're doing halushki one night. Cabbage was on sale, and I have noodles on the shelf. That's a classic. I always go there. And then I add like a sausage to it if I want to. Sometimes we just eat it plain. Another night's going to be a frozen pizza. That's not going to be enough to feed us all. So I'll probably make some homemade French fries with that, and then maybe do some green beans or something. That one's easy. Another night I wanted to do stromboli, because those pepperonis from Applegate, which is owned by Hormel, I believe, which is owned by, you keep going with it. So Applegate Farms, I like their product, but it is owned by that big hub of a company, and I just don't trust them. So I don't know. They were 50 cents, moral of the story, and that's why we're doing stromboli. And I got ricotta for $1 because it's expired. So we'll be fine. It was only expired by like 2 days, and you can't beat $1 for ricotta. Or I could have just made my own, but the milk was more expensive. So we're doing stromboli. That's easy. I have all the stuff on hand. I only spent $1.50 to make this happen. Another night we're just doing like spaghetti or like pasta sauce and meat. My new thing is adding a little bit of heavy cream in there and some cheese and making it like a rosé pasta. That's really good. And then there was so much tuna on sale. I'm assuming it had like, they bought a big like pallet of it and it was about to expire. So I'm going to do just a bunch of poor man's crab cakes is what we call them. So it's just like Old Bay. And I save all my tortillas or my saltines and I crush that up. You could use breadcrumbs though, a few of the duck eggs, and then the tuna, and then we go from there. So that's really good. And sometimes we put them on a hoagie roll and serve it with like a Chesapeake sauce, which here, I don't know if it's the same everywhere. It's like Thousand Island essentially. And we make a po' boy sandwich with the tuna and we fry it. So that was a lot, but yeah, that's a standard. And then leftovers, we're going to utilize it. Breakfast is going to be eggs and toast. Lunch is going to be leftovers. Dinner is going to be leftovers, and we will get through the rest of the week and really stick to our budget because I feel like it's attainable. But you know, times are tricky out there. And I was talking to the Sharp Shopper employee, and I had bet my husband that I bet you I could do this for under $40, and it was $40.55. So I did pretty good. And she high-fived me. She was like, "Yes, good job." I'm like, "Thank you." And she was like, "You're gonna need this. Like, times are tricky." I said, "Well, thank goodness for Sharp Shopper." And she said, "Yeah." So I don't know if you don't have discount grocery stores in your area. I do apologize, but I know a lot of you like these grocery haul videos that I do where I am saving money. So I hope this inspires you to keep some of those basics on the shelves, like canned beans, a box of pasta. I found unenriched pasta 2 for $1 today, which is awesome. You know, canned proteins. There's no shame in that food game. Honestly, if you are feeding your family and you're cooking from scratch, that's a step up from a lot of what I hear out there. And then worry about the ingredients. You know, you really should just find things with classic ingredients in there. There shouldn't be additives that you can't pronounce. And I'm right there on the 80-20 because sometimes some of those ingredients do need to be put into this food to make it shelf stable, to make it more preserved. So then you have to draw the line of, am I going to sacrifice my health, sacrifice my mental and physical health for this processed food, or am I going to take the time to make it? Which I'm not standing on a high horse and saying that at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. But I've had so many conversations and it all leads back to convenience. Like, you know, the chickens, for instance, is it worth it? Is it worth all of this work? Is it worth mending them? Is it worth, you know, spending time? And maybe if I had a job outside of the home, I don't know if it would be, but I have the opportunity to do this. And that's what I'm doing. Cooking from scratch, like baking your bread. Is it worth the time? I think so, yes. And if you want to be budget friendly and kind of live this lifestyle of frugality and simple living, that's my goal too. So I hope we can do this together. I always love hearing from you in the comments. Thank you for letting me talk to you for 8 minutes. Sorry if my voice is annoying, but hey, this is my channel. You are free to go to other channels. There's literally thousands of other channels, and maybe they can take your negativity, but I'm on a positive preparedness journey. So beat it if you are not going to be nice, because I simply can't have it on here because it's rude, to be honest with you. So anyways, that's where we're at. And thank you for dealing with my absence. I've been saying it in every single video, but I'm trying my best. I cannot get a handle on things lately. And yeah, good things are coming. Good things are happening. And it's all beautiful, but it's just a little bit chaotic in motherhood lately. And yeah, so solidarity to all the moms out there, any parents kind of living in 2026 with children. I don't care if you have 1, I don't care if you have 10. This is a challenge for sure. And I learn something new every single day about myself, about my family, about how I can be a productive community member. And I just feel like that's what's important. So thanks for being here. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye, y'all.
Thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down. And it's not a lie. die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. Two heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be